Attention KDP sellers, are you aware that printing costs are changing on June 20th? That is right around the corner. Join me in this video to make sure that you are up to date on all of the impacts this could have to your KDP business and what you can do about it to minimize the impact it can have on your royalties. Thanks for joining me today. If you are watching this video, you are probably already an Amazon KDP seller, and you may or may not have seen the notice across your bookshelf for the past month or so that printing costs are going to change on June 20th. Amazon has let sellers know that they are going to be making changes to printing costs, which in most cases means increasing them. So how are these printing costs changing? There are three key changes they are making. One is they are increasing the fixed costs for all printed books, both paperback and hardcover. They are also increasing costs for larger books because of the larger print size and therefore the more ink to cover, etc. And they say they are also decreasing in the per page cost for certain color ink books in some specific marketplaces. I haven't delved into that last one, but to me it means they've probably tried to make some adjustments to the printing cost table and decrease any costs that they saw fit. In most cases, I would imagine they are probably slightly higher. So how does this impact you and your existing books? What does this mean to you as a seller? Well, if you don't make any changes as costs increase, your profit margin will decrease. So to use round numbers and a solid example, if you have a book that you are currently selling for $10 and that is a $2 royalty kicked back to you on every sale, then if you don't make any changes to your $10 cost to the customer, you're going to be the one that has to eat that extra cost. So if Amazon decides that your book is increasing 70 cents cost, then you are going to only make $1.30 in royalties for that book as opposed to the $2 you're making today. The nice feature that Amazon has provided to sellers is the option to run a one-time bulk list price update on all of your live books, and that will let Amazon take care of the automatic adjustments. They will do the price increase on the front end to the customer so that you continue to make that same, in the example, $2 royalty per book. So if you have a large bookshelf or you're using Amazon KDP as passive income or you don't want to work with the math, you can essentially go to your bookshelf right now, go right to the top where they have the big informational notice about all of this happening and click through just a couple of quick links to authorize a one-time bulk list price update and be done. On the other hand, if you want to use this as an opportunity to look through all of your books and see what you haven't brushed up in a while, or reevaluate the prices you currently have in place, you absolutely can update them one by one. So what happens if you do not make any changes? If you do not authorize the bulk pricing that Amazon will do for you automatically, and you do not change any of your live books manually, your royalties could decrease, as I mentioned before, or if your book is priced below where your new minimum threshold would be, you are going to receive 0 royalties even if you continue to make sales. So for a clearer example there, let's say you have a book that has a current minimum list price of $5. If these changes increase the costs and Amazon says that book now has a minimum of $6, but you have always sold it for $5.50 and you forgot to make changes, the good news is that if you make a sale on that book, Amazon is not going to tap you on the shoulder and charge you the extra 50 cents for that new minimum. But the bad news is you will be receiving 0 royalties. So of course, if you're getting this notice late and you're worried because it's after June 20th and you didn't go into your bookshelf or get a chance to change any of your costs, you're not suddenly going to have fees to pay to Amazon because you were making book sales and had a higher minimum cost. You can't be in the red in this situation with Amazon, but of course you won't be receiving any benefits. Now that only stands true for legacy books that are currently published and live as Amazon's way of handling this transition. Note that on June 20th and thereafter, you will see that new minimum pricing and all new books being published will have to reach that threshold, regardless of what the legacy books may still be priced at on the platform. Wrapping this up, just make sure you double check your books on your bookshelf. Note that this will not cause an impact to when you receive your royalties or any other royalty payment situations. And I will drop a link to the Amazon Help article regarding this information update so you can walk through and get any additional details that you need to make sure that you are making the right strategic decisions in pricing of your KDP books. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, click like, click subscribe, and make sure you tune in for my next KDP update.